Hey y'all, welcome back to Grammy's channel. This is Grammy's Inner Apron. I thought since we're out Halloween shopping, we should wear a Halloween apron. What you think? So we are going to make, I think, hamburger gravy over fried potatoes. Because it kind of sounds good. And I had some potatoes that had to get used up. Some of them were rotten. Oh my god, it stunk so bad. But I got the rest of them cleaned up and peeled and parboiled. I didn't boil them since I had to peel them all, sort out all the yuck. So we're going to do that. So first thing we're going to do is we need to get the burger, which I'm using chicken burger, onions, mushrooms, frying. Then we'll make that into a gravy, and then we'll just wrap the potatoes in some butter, olive oil, or avocado oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we'll just put the gravy on top. And I think we'll probably make green beans with it. I mean, that's my thought right now is green beans. So come along with me, and let's get cooking. All right, so we have some things left over that we have to get used up. I have some onions. Those are already diced, so that's cool. Throw those in there. I have some rings here. Let's give those a chop. Have to be perfect. I really think we'll do a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I got that other onion I need to use up. I already sliced this, so let's just use it. You can put as little or as much onion as you want. Get this stalk of celery here. I would normally not use celery, but let's just get it used up so it doesn't go bad. I mean, technically, I could just chop this up, put it in our freezer baggie, and save it for some soup. But it will give it good flavor. This in there. All right, this has some onion and green pepper. Oh. And I do like hamburger gravy with green pepper in it. Right around that. Okay. Throw that in there. Oh, maybe we could have a little bit more onion. Use this one first. We're gonna cut the end off of it because and we got these mushrooms have to get used up. They look a little dirty, so let's grab a colander. These are a little dirty. We're gonna wash them, should not wash your mushrooms. You should wipe them off, but we're going to use them all so we can wash them. All right, so we're going to put this on number 7. And we have our onions, green pepper, celery. We'll add this chicken in there. I really do like this frozen chicken. I might actually like it a little bit better than the turkey. But, you know, I'm a turkey. I like turkey burger. I mean, chicken burger is fine. Don't bother me a bit. But flavor-wise, I'm thinking I'm kind of digging this. Of course, this is only the second time I'm using it. I made it did that chicken burger, and it turned out to be like almost like a hamburger helper chicken fried rice. That was really good. Normally, I would not eat rice that much, like leftover-wise. But I did enjoy it. It had a really good flavor. Or I just seasoned the hell out of it, and it was awesome. I don't normally know. I don't want to waste it because this meat gets expensive. Okay, then we're going to add some garlic salt. That was probably a good tablespoon. I mean, you have a pound of burger plus those vegetables. You have to think about that. Okay. Let's get all this mixed up. Smell that. Celery. There. Okay. Now we'll just let this sit here and get going, and then we'll come back. Great. It's starting to cook up nice. There is no fat added to this. We're just using whatever is in here. It doesn't seem like there's fat. It looks like water. Which is great, because you know you can get fatty chicken. Especially if they're using the thighs or whatever. They don't really know what they're using in here, to be honest. Looks like a lot of white meat, though. Alright. It's going to have to cook just a little bit more for my liking. Just to be safe. And then we'll start making the gravy. This is a pretty quick and easy dinner. Let's have like another hamburger helper meal. Alright, it's looking a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and add our mushrooms and a little bit more salt. Yeah, it doesn't smell seasoned it to me at all, but, you know, it's chicken. So let's throw in our mushrooms. And at this point, we want to keep as much of the liquid as possible because that's flavor we're not going to have to add later. So we have that. And we're going to use a little bit more garlic salt, not regular salt. But you can use regular salt if you don't like garlic. But I'm getting old and I need the garlic in my life. I like garlic anyways. And we'll add a little bit more pepper. And we're going to turn our heat down to number 4. And we're going to put a lid on that. And then we'll come back. Oh, it smells so good. Smell those mushrooms cooking. You know, Grammy loves her mushrooms. Woo! Pan is hot. That lid. Yeah. Smells yummy. This would be good over noodles too. We're going to use potatoes. Actually, let's take that lid off and let some of that liquid dissipate and get a little bit of, what you call it, oh my God, I just forgot what you call that, the little bits on the bottom. Oh my God, it has a name. Can't think of it. I'm going to go watch some more Halloween hauls while this cooks down a little bit more. But Amy's getting excited. Excited. Alright, so a lot of that liquid's cooked out. That's awesome. So we're going to make a little hole. We're going to add a little bit of avocado oil. Just a couple teaspoons. And we're going to add some flour. And we're going to let that cook a little bit. And we might need to add another little bit of slurry. I want it more of a creamy sauce. If you don't want it creamy, you could skip this step, or then you watch the next step, and then you can add a slurry to the end. With that slurry, you could use cornstarch or potato starch and water. Amy wants it like this. This is how my parents used to make it. So, oh, it's starting to get, you can smell it getting nutty. Coconutty. This is what you want. You want, when you start smelling it get nutty, that means that flour is cooked. Okay. Then, I have 4 cups of water with 1 package of chicken broth, packet of chicken concentrate, like powder. Just need to get it going. You just don't want it too lumpy. Just like that. And I might have to add another slurry to this to thicken up. But this will get us going while we get the potatoes done. And I have this turned down to number 2 right now. So actually I should bring it up to 3. I'll bring it up to 4, bring it up to a boil. That will help thicken it more. You don't want to rush it. I mean, if you need a quick dinner, obviously you're going to want to rush it, but I think this should be plenty for what I'm looking for. And I have a right mess here. Holy moly. Here we're going to heat this pan up so it's nice and hot. And while that's heating up, let's go slice up the potatoes. Alright. So these are my par cooked. And we're just going to thin slice. You can do whatever size slice you want. The only reason I par boiled these is because I had that issue with the, well, as you can kind of see. Well, maybe this one's not good either. Okay, we're not going to use this one. Alright, so these are par cooked. You can make these as thin or thick as you want. Feel the starch in these potatoes. So to our frying pan, grab a spatula here. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter and some avocado oil. Those mix together. I might have a little splash when we put those potatoes because the potatoes are just a tiny bit wet. So let's see. It's not too bad of a splatter. I'm attempting to separate them a little bit while I'm adding them to the pan. You could totally make a potato cake out of this and then slice it like a pie. Alright, for these we're just going to use regular salt and pepper. And we'll add a little bit more when we flip them, but we're going to let them just be right now. And we'll come back. Alright. Throw them out of the pan, Granny. Oh, there goes another one. Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone. Another one's gone. Another one bites the dust. They're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Alright. Okay. Let's do that a little bit more. Move over a little bit. Is that better? Check the gravy. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Pretty well, buggers. Oh, yeah, we no. Try to separate them a little bit. The hard thing about frying taters. It's getting separated. Everything gets a little bit of crust. All right. Okay, these potatoes are pretty much done. The gravy's almost thick enough to my liking. So I think we'll turn off that heat. Move a few things around to get crispy. And the residual heat. It's gonna be yummy. I got those green beans are steaming. Alright. Our gravy is looking pretty good. Oops. Gravy's looking pretty good. So I think we're going to turn everything off. Let it cool down. As it cools, it'll really get nice and thick too. Oh, we should do a taste test. Since we use flour, you should do a taste test because sometimes the flour sucks up all your seasonings. So let's just... That's pretty good. Needs more pepper. Just a little bit. And we'll leave it alone and we'll let everything rest and come down to temperature and then we'll do a taste test. But it's all Alright, so let's get this plated up. Ooh. We got some potatoes there. Some our hamburger gravy over top. And then we have some green beans back here. There. And that's our Sunday supper. Alright, let's give it a taste test. Now, traditionally, if we were going to have this, we would have bread with it. I'm not going to make any. I mean, I have bread, but I'm not going to get any out. So let's try some hamburger gravy and fried potatoes.
Around about 50 grams of starter, which isn't a huge amount either.
The gravy could be a little thicker to my liking, but when you're making your homemade gravy, sometimes it's too thick, too thin, whatever. But still good. You go around with green beans.
Not exactly the same way. We'll do a slow rise over the.
Very good. This is a very good Sunday supper.
And we'll just
so good. I hope you guys try this. And you can tweak it to your own liking. Like I was saying, if you don't like the mushrooms, don't add the mushrooms and the onions, whatever. But you do you. I hope you guys enjoy. To my puppies, I love you so much. I miss you. I need hugs. I'll see you real soon. You take care. You be good. You be good to your parents. Bye. Also, I wanted to show you something that we used to do a lot. Because I'm just a little bit hungry, but I don't want a whole plate full. So I'm going to use a piece of bread. We had this a lot. We used to call this shit on a shingle. You know, I don't think you're supposed to say that. So if you didn't want my grandkids to hear that, sorry. But that's what we used to call it, shit on a shingle. Let's put a little bit more. Just like that. It's called shit on a shingle.